Yo, what's up? Ricky Sanders here. If you live for fast cars, greasy hands, and solving problems under the hood, welcome to your new favourite spot. I'm all about real fixes, no BS, and showing you how to keep your ride running like a champ. So go ahead, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and let's make some noise in the garage. Enough talk, let's get wrenching.
Concerned Volkswagen, VW, one of the most powerful world automakers after the legendary General Motors. It includes quite a few well-known car brands, to which the company produces and installs engines. Description of engines. Volkswagen engines are power, comparable to reliability. The line of power units is quite extensive. Motors produced by VW are considered the best in Europe and with a good reputation even in America. So, the company supplies motors not only to its own brand of cars, but also to such famous brands as Audi, Skoda, Porsche, Seat, Beetle, and even sports cars, Lamborghini and Bugatti. As you can see, the power units from the concern have become quite widespread throughout Europe. Volkswagen produces engines, atmospheric, turbocharged, diesel and others. All of them have won great popularity among motorists of different countries due to their reliability. The only disadvantage of engines is a rather complex repair, which can be properly carried out only at specialized automotive repair stations. These are turbocharged gasoline powertrains with low fuel consumption and 100 to 200 horsepower. Separately for the subsidiary company Skoda were developed VAG motors, which were widely spread on other models of the concern. The average service life of Volkswagen engines is 300,000 kilometers. In addition to gasoline engines, diesel-injected power units were installed on Volkswagen and other brands. The diesels were labeled TDI. They were most widely used for trucks VW Caddy, VW Transporter, VW Crafter, and others. Most of the concern's cars, such as Audi and Bentley, are equipped with engines with V6 and V8 configuration. The biggest pride of the manufacturer are engines for world-famous sports cars. Thus, sports versions of vehicles Lamborghini, Audi, and Bugatti received motors of V10, V12, WR12 configuration. Legendary motor Bugatti Veyron with a volume of 8 litres, also produced by VW. At the same time it has a distinctive configuration, W16, it is considered the best VW engine in the history of production. It is assembled manually and undergoes a number of complex tests before going directly into the vehicle. At the same time, the life of the motor, according to the manufacturer's data, is 1 million kilometers of mileage. Motor oil for Volkswagen is produced by a subsidiary of VAG. This lubricant has high technical characteristics. As for the oil in the engine of Bugatti Veyron, the concern developed a special lubricating fluid of high density for this model. The average maintenance of this car will amount to $21,000 for one trip to the car service. Repair of power units. As for maintenance, almost all service manuals write one figure and the order of work. So, the recommended maintenance should be carried out every 12 to 15,000 kilometers of mileage. At the same time, these are only the norms for oil and filter replacement. It is worth noting that the amount of oil in the engine of each modification is different and should be studied for each specific motor separately. The name of the motor is written on the power unit itself, on a special plate or in the service book. Overhaul of the Volkswagen engine is carried out directly after the expiration of the motor resource or wear of spare parts. Thus, the wear of engine parts is affected by how often maintenance is performed, what spare parts and materials are used, as well as the driver's driving style. Usually the resource and suitable overhaul can be found out in a specialized car service, where they will conduct a comprehensive diagnosis and determine the real condition of the motor. Well, and if the motorist decided to carry out independent repair of the engine Volkswagen, then he will necessarily need to repair and service the engine, which is produced by the manufacturer by the name of the brand, model, and year of release of the vehicle. Selection of spare parts in the engine can be done by deciphering the identification number of the engine or body, where all the data is spelled out. Oil change is an essential operation for all engines. This is due to the fact that the lubricating fluid loses its technical and chemical qualities during operation. So, changing the oil in Volkswagen engines is quite simple. If you follow the proper actions, the engine is given to cool down. The engine protection is removed. A container is put underneath and the drain plug is unscrewed. After the lubricating fluid has escaped, the plug is screwed in, replacing the sealing ring. Next, the oil filter element is unscrewed. This is done with the help of a special puller. A little new oil is poured into the new filter and it is screwed in. New lubricating fluid is poured through the filler neck. The amount of oil is specified in the repair and maintenance manuals of the engine of the corresponding marking. Let the engine run for 5 to 7 minutes and then check the oil level. If necessary, it is topped up to the required amount. Engine tuning, recommendations and practice tuning of the Volkswagen engine is carried out by analogy with other motors. So, there are two options for refining the engine: program, the most common, and mechanical, popularly, boring and installation of additional spare parts. As for the second option, most motorists carry it out with their own hands. This will require a little knowledge or instruction found on the vastness of the global network, a special cable USB automobile and a laptop. Accordingly, it is necessary to download software. Program chip tuning is aimed at improving the necessary characteristics of the motor. Thus, motorists usually choose one of two options: reducing consumption or increasing power. In this case, less rarely used balanced chip tuning. The manufacturer does not recommend chip tuning of its engines. But, as practice has shown, this kind of recommendations do not affect the opinion of drivers, and therefore the company has specially released several official firmware for its power units, which are called Stage Plus. The latest version for engines today is version 5. It allows you to select the necessary parameters at the time of programming the electronic engine control unit. Conclusion: Volkswagen engines have a fairly rich line of names and markings. So, the concern produces power units for such famous car brands: Audi, Skoda, Porsche, Seat, Bentley, and even sports cars, Lamborghini and Bugatti. Volkswagen car engine. In conclusion, Volkswagen engines showcase a remarkable blend of innovation, efficiency, and performance. With a diverse range of options, from the compact 1.2-liter engines to the robust 2.0-liter turbocharged variants, Volkswagen continues to push the boundaries of automotive engineering. Their commitment to sustainability is evident in the development of electric and hybrid models, ensuring that they remain at the forefront of the industry. Understanding these technical characteristics not only highlights the brand's legacy but also its future direction. Thank you for watching, and we hope this exploration of Volkswagen engines has provided you with valuable insights.